guys, welcome back to a new video. We're at Circus City Speedway for the final night of the non-wing world championships. I missed filming night number two because I accidentally left the cameras on after night number one. So sorry you guys didn't get to see that, but I'll try to do a little better here tonight. We're about to go out for the heat race. We start pole in the very last heat race. So from what I'm seeing, it's all on the bottom again. So I've got the car set up pretty tight just to roll the bottom as best I can. So that's what we're battling for this next heat race. Hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully we have good news after the heat race for our qualifier. Pretty good heat race for us in that one right there. Started first, finished first. At first I didn't think that would be very good points for us going into the qualifiers, but there actually wasn't a whole ton of passing, so we locked straight into an A qualifier. We'll start 9th in the first A qualifier. They'll take top 7 to the feature, so we're sitting in a pretty good spot just outside of the transfer. If we get out there and we have a decent surface, I know I can pick off a couple and make the feature. I just know I can. So hoping for that. So the format that they'll do for this is they've got done with heats now. Based on finishing position and passing points, they lined up these qualifiers. They're gonna run 2 D qualifiers, 2 C qualifiers, and then the 2A qualifiers. I'm not for sure on how many they transfer to the next qualifier, but I think they'll take top 2 from the D qualifier into the C qualifier, top 2 from the C qualifier into the B qualifier, and top 2 from the B into the A. So I think that's how they'll do it. And then, like I said just a second ago, top 7 from the A qualifier will go to the A main. So starting 9th in an A qualifier now, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. The only kind of setup thing that I want to mention to you guys is we pretty much decided that we're going to experiment a little bit more with the soft tires. So I went out in that feature and I had an RD15 on, which is the softest tire that we have, and it blistered it just a little bit, but not too bad. I'll go out here and show you guys. So this is one of our normal ASCS tires, and this tire has, I don't know, it probably hasn't been run more than 2 or 3 times at the most, but I don't know for sure if that's a feature or if that's a heat race or 2. I don't know how much that is, but it's been run a couple times. This tire that we have on the car right here has only been run for a hot lap session yesterday, a heat race today, and a heat race yesterday. I think that's all this tire has on it. Maybe 2 hot lap sessions yesterday, and then 1 heat race yesterday, and then 1 heat race today, I believe. So I don't know if you can see, but on the film here, but I can see that it's kind of feathered on these edges because it's been because it's so much softer, it kind of tears away at it. You can really see it on these edges right here on the inside of the tire. But that's one of the benefits or disadvantages, I guess. It's kind of a pick your poison kind of thing, or pick what you'd rather have, I guess, because that soft tire will grip a lot better through the slick, through any kind of dust or marbles or anything. It'll just grip a lot better, but the thing is, it'll wear out a lot faster. So that's got some wear on it just from a couple of heat races. If I put an ASCS tire on there, which is the tire right here that I just showed you, it's a lot harder of a tire, and it will, if I ran 2 heat races on it, I probably wouldn't be able to tell that much that it has wear. So that's kind of the advantages and disadvantages of either tire. I hope that makes sense to you guys the way I'm wording it. But that's what we're dealing with here, and this is our first weekend ever running soft tires, so we're still definitely learning with it. It's kind of just, I think it's just going to take some experience with running them to really get to know what you can and can't get away with. But worked for us in that heat race, and I think we might switch to a little bit harder tire, but still softer than our ASCS for the qualifier a little bit later. So I don't know if I'll talk to you guys before the qualifier. I might just wait until after to get back with you guys, but hope you guys enjoyed the heat race, and I hope this qualifier goes well for us. So that's going to conclude the non-wing world championship at Circus City Speedway for 2021. Gotta say, I'm super beat down after that. I hate to end the video this way, but I gotta be real with you guys, and putting on a happy act at the end of the night wouldn't be authentic. So I just am really beat down after it. I'm all right, first of all. I'm lucky to be all right after that flip, but made it to the transfer spot. Just hooked a rut in 3 and 4 wrong, and it sent me for a tumble. Surprisingly, everything on the car is pretty straight. I think the front axle's straight, I think the rear axle's straight. I don't think we've bent any rods or spindles anywhere. This is one thing I think we did bend, and I don't know how it happened, but steering wheel's not supposed to look like that. But thankful for my MPI steering wheel that did its job and absorbed some of the impact, and I didn't have to absorb it in the process. So that's why I buy the MPI wheel, and that's why I use it. So it's just just really tough for us here lately, it feels like. There's been good nights this year, but it's been rough the past month or so with how much money we've put in to get to these events and not have much to really show for it. 24 a few weeks ago, made the first 2 features, got $200 for that, and then got a bad draw that we couldn't overcome on the last night, and had spent all this money to make it there, and literally got $200 for the week. So there's that. And then came to Circus City last week, had a good week last week, but then to come out to one of these big shows again, spend all the money to get here, entry fees, hotel room costs, and because we didn't make the show tonight, we won't get any money back. So it's just really tough. But that's just what we do, I guess. So we're still in the building block years of Kenton Brewer Racing, and I know that sometime down the road, if we keep getting experience, keep working to get better, keep finding the little things to improve on, I know we'll get there eventually. I know we will. But man, it's a tough road. It really is. Compared to a lot of the guys that do this, we're still relatively inexperienced, right? Like, we've only been on the road really for 2 years, going to these different tracks. We still learn so much. We've learned a lot even this year in the little bit of racing we've gotten to do so far to improve our program. And I almost can't even imagine where we're going to be at the end of this year, but we'll keep on improving, and hopefully the next one's better. I don't know for sure when the next like big show is for us. It was supposed to be in 2 weeks at US 24 for the big dance, an outlaw non-wing show. I don't know that I'm gonna actually go to that. I might try and get my money back on my entry and go out to Oklahoma for Now 600. But when I wrote up the schedule for this year, I planned on having the outlaw car put together, and we have all the stuff to put the car together. We've gotten started on the car. We're just waiting on engine for what I'm afraid is going to be a long time. So when I wrote up the schedule and put in all those outlaw races, I expected to have an outlaw engine, an outlaw car put together, ready to go. But I don't think we're going to get there. So in the meantime, I think I might just chase more stock races and kind of put the outlaw non-wing stuff to the side for right now. I'm not really sure what I'm even going to do next week. My original plan was to go to I-44 for both outlaw classes, but I don't really know that I'm going to do that, especially not for outlaw wing. I'm kind of leaning towards not going for outlaw non-wing either, just because that's how the season's been. But we'll figure something out. But I hate to end it on this note. I know you guys don't come here to hear me complain or anything like that, but it's a tough weekend for us. So I hope you all can deal with it a little bit. But I have to give a huge thanks to Nathan Benson Motorsports, G-Force Chassis, Sherville Suspensions, DDI Fabrication, Porter Steel Buildings, Advantech Dyno Services, AFD Graphics, and everyone else that helps make this possible. I mean, we were gonna transfer. We were in a transfer spot, ready to go, make it to the A main, and it's on me. I feel like I just hooked that rut wrong and sent it for a tumble. It's on me. It really is. So I should have backed off just a little bit, played it a little bit safer, and made sure we got our money from the feature. But what can I do now? But yeah, all of our partners made it possible for us to almost make the feature, and I was the one that didn't get there. But they put a super fast car under me every week, everywhere we go pretty much. So I have to thank them so much. Wouldn't be able to make it here without them. Thanks to all of you guys for following along on the YouTube channel. Whether you follow me, well actually, thanks for following the YouTube channel, thanks for following me on Facebook or Instagram. Wherever you follow me, I appreciate it a ton. Glad you guys are enjoying what I'm putting out. If you like this one, click the like button. If you really liked it, subscribe for more videos like this. Subscribe if you want to see more. Not sure what it'll be yet, but we'll definitely find a racetrack somewhere and get out on the track. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you for the next one.
Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to